Okay, welcome back. Apologies for my absence due to computer problems, but hopefully my machine will behave itself this time. Just to recap, last session, the party returned to Nobioka and told Wonshu of their exploits at the House on the Rock, and then decided to go back to Nobioka and pick up the valuables. The hunt for them appeared to have died down. So you nipped back to Nobioka, picked up the...
Hanamishizu, please.
Sorry, picked up... Back to Hanamishizu, my apologies. Picked up the rice packs from Uncle and returned them to Nobioka, and then decided to break them down into smaller lots, because 10 pounds of that powder was a heck of a lot. Unfortunately, when you started breaking them down, you found that the first 3 ounces of this stuff was the right stuff, but then there was a paper seal across the rest of the jar, and the remainder of the 10 pounds was a different sort of powder. Your friend Wonshu had a quiet word with a local alchemist and got him to test it, and found that it was a poison. At which point, everybody's view of what was going on suddenly went up. The tales of the daimyo's army being lackadaisical and not doing very well in their battles was explained. If Fat Bastard's rice shipments were contaminated with that slow poison, the army would not be feeling at all well. So, once you pass that nugget of information onto your friends in the Dock Workers Union, who then purchased some of the poison from you and arranged for it to be deposited in a rice shipment, which was returning as spare rice from the daimyo's army's stores. And a contact in the warehouse brought it to the attention of the daimyo's men, who tested it, found that the rice was poisoned, and hauled Fat Bastard, the merchant who supplied it, up before the daimyo to answer questions. Sorry, the daimyo's widow to answer questions.
Widow, yeah.
Sadly, I rolled for his persuasiveness, and he rolled a natural 1, which meant he talked his way out of it. And the blame has been placed squarely on the Lord of the Mountains for causing this
espionage.
Rice to have been contaminated with poison.
Sabotage, isn't it?
Exactly. The Dock Workers Union were not at all happy about Fat Bastard escaping from this, and intend to continue their attempts to... They're not trying to fit him up. They're trying to place the blame where it's due. So you could look on them as doing a good deed here. And they have notified you that they have another plan in the works. You agreed to help, and I will now explain to you what their plan is, because one of the Yakuza that you have dealt with in the past comes to Wonshu and explains what their plan is. 1 second while I pull you all to another map.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully you will find yourselves
Yep.
on a map of part of Nobioka. This is not at the usual scale. Each of the hexes here is 15 feet, so this is a strategic planning map. What you're looking at is Fat Bastard's house. Well, it's more a mansion than a house. And opposite, there are 3 of his warehouses. Okay. And their intention is to create a diversion, break into one of the warehouses and deposit some of the poison in there, and then arrange for the police to find it. So what their plan is to gather together a bunch of dock workers to go and protest outside Fat Bastard's house, and basically look like they're going to cause trouble. He normally has 2 guards on watch outside his house to prevent trouble or theft or whatever, and 2 guards roving around the 3 warehouses, just checking to make sure nobody's trying to break in. What they would like to happen, all being well, is for the disturbance to draw the guards all into the square, to leave the rear door of that warehouse free. And they will then break in through that door, deposit the stuff in the warehouse, and leave without leaving a trace. Once they've dumped the stuff, the demonstration should become violent, and damage should be caused to Fat Bastard's property, and the front doors of the warehouse get broken in, but nobody should go into the warehouse. Okay, so that it's very clear that nobody's got into the warehouse and dumped anything there. The disturbance will draw the attention of the police, and their contact in the local NIC will direct the attention where it's due inside that warehouse. You know, go in, check that.
You broke up a bit there, Dave. We lost you.
Now, as far as the practice is concerned, as they say, there are normally 2 guards on walking patrol and 2 guards outside the building. Inside, there could be anywhere from 4 to 8 guards guarding the property itself. They would expect that some of those would be pulled out to deal with any threat from you and the dock workers, but they don't expect there to be any more than that. All being well, tonight the Fat Bastard is throwing a banquet up at the garrison for the samurai to try and worm his way back into their good books. So he's got some of his men with him, so there's reduced presence inside the house. So they don't think that those will cause too much trouble. The difficulty could be that if they send a runner off to the police to say, ooh, there's some dock workers there, look like they're causing trouble, you might get the police turning up before everything can be sorted out. To that end, they're arranging some diversions. The nearest police depots, there's one off the north and one off the map to the east. The nearest, there is a depot off in that direction, but it's some distance away, and this road leads directly to the docks. So it's possible to kind of get away in that direction, but this is probably the best route to get away. So to go there and cause trouble, there's 6 tough Yakuza going, along with 2 burglars from the Rat Gang. And they've recruited 20 dock workers to come and act as noise and threat and muscle. Okay? They will take your advice on how you think this should be run, whether you think there's any potential problems, and how you think things should proceed. They've got one of the dock workers to act as the spokesman. They'll look after his family. He's been promised they will be well treated, because he will be the obvious target for reprisals. Okay. Any comments or words from the party leader?
Is he quite willing, that guy that's going to take the rap for it? Or is he being forced
yes. Oh no, he's actually one of the elders in the dock workers. He's approaching the end. Well, he's approaching the end of his useful life. So
this is the retirement plan.
Well, he's hoping that he will just be mistreated and beaten rather than slaughtered, because, well, old folks are treated with more respect, but he's resigned to the fact that he could possibly snuff it, but the Yakuza have promised to look after his family and his children and make sure they're provided for the foreseeable
Which
future.
is more than he can do if he dies at old age, I suppose.
Well, he's at the point where he's not getting anywhere near as much work as he used to, and so he's finding it difficult to provide for the kids.
Okay, I understand. I'm okay with it. That was my main concern. Other than that, the plan seems okay. What do you think, boys?
Sounds okay to me.
Yeah. It's as good a plan as any, I suppose. So.
Yep. Do you think there's a certain role for whoever's fastest and a certain role for whoever's slowest? We can think about that.
Well, if they do send a runner off, if they're delayed in reaching the police, then that will reduce the risk of police coming in early, points out one of the Yakuza. Smashing the front doors of the shed in is not something that the dock workers are going to be particularly good at.
No, that's Baka's job. You got your stick with you?
I'm not going to be carrying the Tetsubo because I can't carry it in Nobioka. But
well, a sledgehammer could be concealed.
We are at the
amongst
docks.
The group.
Yeah, we are at the docks. Tools are around. You could get a big sledgehammer.
would that have similar stats to a Tetsubo, or would it be a complete? I'm guessing that'd be a completely different skill, would it?
Well, it would basically be you applying your strength against the doors, and a sledgehammer is a very good way of applying your strength.
Would anyone mind if I had some rice before we went?
No, knock yourself out. What is it? It does strength. It boosts.
If you want to try out on one of the other warehouses before you go, one of the Yakuza is quite happy. One of the burglars is quite happy to take you along and point out the weak spots.
Do you think we should all try the rice? Is it strength? It's strength that boosts, isn't it?
Well, strength is the main thing that will affect how much damage you do. Yes.
Yeah, but that's what the rice does, isn't it? It buffs the strength.
Leave the rice alone, okay? We don't need to be any stronger than we already are.
Baka, I'll turn the
The
blade
whole
down if you
idea
want to
is
have
to
some.
do this without killing anybody.
If Baka eats some, I'm not going to reprimand him.
The Yakuza agree. Property damage is the sort of thing the dockers would do, but killing people, no. That's if people die, then the Ashigaru get extremely stroppy.
Fill your boots, Baka.
Sorry.
Fill your boots.
Well, if my illustrious leader has given me the go-ahead, it'd be interesting to at least see what this does.
Let's Baka can be the guinea pig. That's a good idea. Well volunteered, Baka. I'm proud of you. I'll remember that.
Okay.
Double dose. You're a big guy.
In that case, the way that breaking the door down works is its effect numbers on a strength saving throw.
Oh, sorry. I think you've misunderstood, Dave. I think I'm gonna, unless I've misunderstood. Were you saying I should try the rice, the strength potion, strength rice?
No. I think that he was pointing out that the strong members of the party are probably the right ones to break the door down.
That's your job, Baka. You're doing the door, and you're welcome to eat some rice.
That's what I was.
Kinzo thought he might be suggesting use of that strength potion.
We were.
That's what we are talking about.
Ah.
We're talking about the special rice.
I know two of us are talking about the special rice.
The Colombian special. I want to see the effects. I want to see Baka take some, snort some, go right up the nose.
Just call me Jesse.
Yeah. Aye, get some, melt it down and inject it right into the main vein. Let's go.
So, are the party really considering using some of this potion?
No, he's going to guinea pig it. Baka's going to do it.
I don't know that we can make one dose, can we? One portion of rice. We have to make 10 portions of rice because of the way
have to eat
works.
10. We can make 10, but you don't have to eat 10. I'm all for it, and I'm the leader, so...
There we go, Dave.
If Baka wants to eat some special rice, I'm very keen to see how it affects a person. Yeah. If we're having so much to do with this stuff that we should never really have had anything to do with in the first place, I definitely want to at least see the effects of it. Baka, I'm all for that.
Fair enough. So, anybody else in the party want to partake of this rice?
Nah, I just want to see what happens to Baka first. He can be the guinea pig.
As long as I'm getting it from the top of the pot and not from the bottom.
You get a double dose because you're a big fat guy.
Well, it dissolves into the water and cooks into the rice.
Yep.
That's how it works. So it's evenly spread throughout the rice. Okay. 1 second.
We could also test then to see how long a portion of rice will keep with it in before it wears off.
Keep you hard, yeah.
According to the alchemist, this stuff only works while it's the rice is hot.
It does feel like a waste of 9 doses.
It's a limited shelf life, basically. Once it's into the rice, you've got to eat it in the next hour.
Just eat the 10 and go Super Saiyan.
Don't tempt me. No. So, are you saying you're happy for there to be one dose made up, which makes 10 portions of rice? Is that right? Have I got that right, Dave?
Whatever the minimum is, if the minimum's 10, just make 10.
Well, it is, according to the alchemist, this stuff is calculated that the right balance is achieved by cooking an ounce of rice with 10 portions. Sorry, an ounce of the powder with 10 portions, 10 pounds of rice.
So we can cook 1 pound of rice with a tenth of an ounce.
That puts the right amount in the rice.
Aye, so we could do a tenth, just tenth the recipe.
Yes, you could certainly attempt that.
Tenth of a pound, whatever that is.
So
I'd like me to do the maths, please.
Do you have sufficient
Hang on, I will talk to our mathematician.
sufficiently accurate scales to measure out 1/10 of an ounce in weight?
No, but you can eyeball it.
I'm gonna go pop.
You're the one that volunteered. Don't go backing out now. I'll just eyeball it. It'll be fine.
Scales that will do.
Well, we were gonna weigh it out in the first place, so surely we've got something.
We're at a merchant's gaff. Obviously, there's scales.
Yes.
One shoe.
Yes.
Can you get your scales out, please?
He will get his scales out, and the small ones presumably.
The small weights,
Yes.
please. Yeah, we need 1/10 of a pound weight.
Ah, he's got a quarter pound weight.
That'll do.
Sorry, a quarter ounce weight. That's the smallest weight he's got.
How many ounces are in a pound now? Now you're testing me.
Well, no. The standard mix is an ounce of the powder to 10 pounds of rice.
Right.
So 1 pound of
He can
rice.
He can weigh you out a pound of rice, no trouble.
Aye, that's easy. We need a 1/10 of an ounce of powder.
He's got a quarter ounce weight,
That'll
a
do.
half ounce weight, and an ounce weight.
Aye, a quarter will do. That'll do. Just do
So
that,
that would
and
mean
then
we'd need to make.
just do that and then split it in half. Eyeball it in half, easy peasy. You're not gonna OD on this stuff, man. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. I trust you.
Once you is looking somewhat skeptical, but
This is our.
you
Captain
obviously have
America
alchemical
project.
training.
We're making our
so,
super soldier.
No, right. Hold on. Let me just jot this down. See some big guinea pig here.
So we're gonna get an ounce and we're gonna half it. No,
Right.
we're,
No,
we're,
Dave. Stop throwing numbers out. I need to. Dave, tell me the exact
we're gonna get a quarter ounce and we're gonna half it. That's what we're doing. So we've got a
an
quarter ounce
ounce
scale.
of the powder
So 1 oz of powder.
will
Yep.
the optimum mix is 1 ounce of powder to
10.
10 pounds of rice.
Aye.
Right.
So we're gonna do
I'll be.
roughly 1/10 of an ounce. It'll be a 1.25. It'll be 1/10 of an ounce of powder with one.
So-
1/10 of an ounce of powder with 1 pound of rice.
And then put in half a cup for luck.
Half a cup for good measure.
Rice.
Aye, obviously.
And that balances out. We should be pretty good.
You've done this before,
One
eh?
dose of the rice. Not that I'm admitting to on YouTube.
But okay, fine. Well, but I would point out the smallest weight he's got is a quarter ounce.
Aye, that's fine. So we'll just get a quarter ounce and then half it. Half it by eyeball.
Quarter ounce.
I put the lime in the coconut and drink a bowl up.
Oh no, that's 2. Oh no, that's 2. So we need to do 2.5 pounds of. Yeah, no, whoa. It's 2.5 pounds of.
No, we don't. We just get that
Yeah,
8
we
ounce.
do. Yeah, we do. Yeah,
Just get that 8 ounce and then eyeball that in half and just use half it. Easy peasy.
No,
1.25 is not gonna kill you.
It's not 1.25. It's
point-
a quarter ounce.
a point
That's
one-
2.5.
Aye, exactly.
2.5.
A quarter ounce and then half that will be a 0.125. You can have a 0.125. You're a fatty. Hey, there's nothing wrong with him having a 0.125 if he's a big guy. It's no, you'll be fine, laddie.
That's 25% above the average dose. Yes.
Aye, but he's
Yeah,
he's
no.
well over 25% above the average dose of
Nah.
person. Look at that belly. You'll soak
So
it all up.
1.25.
Yeah.
Okay.
A 0.1 will not even touch the sides on this big guy. He needs the 1 point. He
I'll-
needs the 0.125. The teenth.
I've got a, and I'm gonna regret saying this out loud. Well, don't say it. I was gonna say I've got an okay health save.
Oh no, you say that out loud now.
I know. I had to. Yeah.
Come on,
All right.
let's
Yeah,
get
we're gonna take
this man fucked up on these drugs. Come on. I've never taken any drugs in this game yet. Let's do it.
Probably a very good reason you haven't.
It's fine. I'm not taking them, Dave. It's him. It's the big guy. He'll be fine. He's a big guy.
Fine.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Surely.
Are you going to try the other stuff no leader of the party.
No. I'm not trying any of this stuff. I'm no stupid. My name's no stupid.
Baka,
Hold on. Do we need to make
Baka,
up a dose of
you've-
the other stuff as a counteract in case this goes to...
I believe Baka's just been called stupid by the leader of the party.
That's his name, is it not? That's what Baka
Dumb.
means.
Dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Alright, come on, dumb.
All,
Let's
all
get
I can
kicking.
say is I can't see how this can possibly go wrong, given we were talking about Roll20 only rolling 1s and 20s earlier today.
How could it possibly go wrong, Nick? How could it possibly go wrong?
Oh, right. Okay. Me tempting fate was bad enough, but now you're all at it. This is
So let's
God.
get this right. You are going to measure out a pound of rice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're going to measure out a quarter of an ounce of powder,
And then half it for a
Yep.
tenth.
and then half it by eye.
Whoa! What type of scales are they?
Half it for an eighth, sorry, not a tenth.
They're
an
balance
eighth.
scales.
It's an eighth.
They're balance scales. Perfect. We're not eyeballing it by eye. We're putting half on one side of the scale, and we're putting half on the other side of the scale,
Yeah.
so it balances.
Yeah, you can do it like that.
One shoe's not sure that they're that sensitive.
It's going to be the closest we can get.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm no mathematician or a chemist. Just fucking get on with it. Let's go. You'll be fine.
Righto.
This is going to be our super soldier.
Okay. Do you wish to do any planning on how the mission proceeds before you eat this stuff?
Well,
Yeah.
Baka's burst
what-
the gate down, the door down. I could be the one to run in and dump the stuff if you want, I guess, because I'm the fastest.
They're doing it. The two doc.
Are they going to do that? I suppose
Yeah, they're going to sort that.
because that's the guy that's going to get caught for it, really, isn't it?
I think you need to chase any runners. If there's
Yeah.
anyone going looking for police, is it worth putting some guards on the back of the house just to see that no one sneaks out the back to go off looking for help?
Yeah. We could even have somebody like me who's very agile could be on a corner of a roof or something to see a bit further, to see more streets. You know what I mean? If you were like in this back street, you only really see two, but if you're standing up in the corner of that roof, you see right up and down this one as well. You know what I mean? You see right across.
Well,
A wee,
the back
a wee
of the house,
Spider-Man perch.
I haven't included the back of the house because unfortunately there is a small garden within the city with a wall around it. So you would have to kind of climb the wall to get into the garden. There
That
isn't
sounds
a,
too risky.
there isn't a gate out of the garden to the neighbouring streets. It's just a high wall
So
with
somebody wouldn't
broken
try
pottery
to
on
go
the
that
top.
way out, yeah.
So why not have a lookout up here, right at the top,
Yeah.
keeping an eye along that side, and then a lookout here, down here.
And
And
what
then
about one
you
here,
maybe-
so you're looking up and down here
Well, I was-
to here.
I was thinking maybe you ready to run. I don't know, maybe even somewhere like
I
here.
think base there, because then at an instant you can dash up these streets and you can see up this one as well. So you can see all these four ways.
Oh.
I think me ready to go for runners, maybe somewhere like there, yeah.
So you're talking about Kyūryū going up there.
Something like that. Something like there. So I can see up here, I can see down here, I can see down here, and I can see up here.
So I'm on door duty.
And I can, in fact, if I go there, I can kind of see down there a wee bit as well. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, the burglars are going to go to the back of the property once the guard's out of the way.
Yep.
Okay. The rats and the dock workers are going to be up front, with the dock workers making the noise and the rats there to help deal with any guards that get stroppy. Where does everybody else plan on going?
I will
Go on the left-hand side on the main street, keeping a watch, I think.
Here.
Yeah, near the edge of the map. So I can see what's coming up and down that big street.
Yeah.
Intercept them if necessary.
Yanagi there. What about Kinzo there? Because then he sees all the way up here as well.
It'll be worth having him at the bottom, the one that's going southwards, if you like.
Here.
That other main street.
Yeah.
In case anybody should come up there.
Yeah.
He can distract them or block them or do something.
Yeah.
Roomy's
at home getting her nails done.
They've got the three main
She's not getting involved.
thoroughfares. Somebody's on each of them.
Yeah, and I've got the back.
Do you need someone up here, do we?
Aye, but your job's the door. And get one of the Yakuzas up here coming up.
Dave, do we have any of my Yakuza friends? Either Tadanori, Toshari, Kanayuki,
You have 6 Yakuza who are with you.
any of my previously named ones?
I'm impressed that you just ripping off the names like that, Graham.
Yeah, and I'm not just looking at my piece of paper in front of me.
Impressive.
Well, at this moment, you don't know precisely who's going to be there. It may well be that one of them turns up to lead the Yakuza group, but the rep who's come along to brief you isn't sure who's going to be leading them. It's
Hopefully,
whoever
be my main man.
Your main man.
My main man Tadanori that I've been working on. Yeah, cool.
That's a vital part of
So
being a Yakuza is the social side of it and the contacts and stuff.
Networking.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm walking up with a hammer, and at some point, someone's going to tap me on the shoulder and tell me to unleash. Yeah.
The intention is to wait until you get the signal from the guys at the back that they've succeeded in dumping the contraband material in, and then a small riot will break out, and windows will be smashed, roof tiles will be shattered, and door to the warehouse will be broken in.
Oh.
Okay. Fair enough. In that case, let's move you. Well, first of all, you're going to attempt to measure this out by eye and weigh it. Correct?
You're saying these hexes are 15 feet each?
Well, that is just the strategic planning.
Just to give us an idea how big it is, yeah.
To give you an idea. And I will move you to the tactical one.
Which got another one?
Well, yes, that's the one with the 3-foot hexes.
Check you out.
Same map, different scale.
Well, a smaller section of the map. If I made it the same map but a different scale, it would be 5 times as big. I have a horrible feeling that a 100 by 100 square map on Roll20 would go and die. I may be wrong.
It's alright. It's alright on my computer, but I imagine some people just on laptops and stuff, it might be a different story.
Yeah, it would also take you forever to scroll from one place to another.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So, first of all, they will offer you 2 gold to buy another of the 3 remaining urns that you've got.
The Yakuza want to buy one off us.
Well, yes, they bought one off you to go and poison a block of rice, but they used that.
Yep.
They want to buy another one off you, so that they can use that to frame him. So they're offering you 2 gold for it.
They're offering us 2 gold. Boys, above the table, do you think we should go give them like a better price and go slightly lower just to be in favour with the Yakuza? Say,
No, they want to pay 2 gold. That's fine.
I'm going to tap you on the shoulder and take you to one side and say, they didn't give us any money for the last one. Only because I listened to it earlier today.
Did they not? Right. Okay. I'll be happy with it. I'll be happy with the 2 gold then. Yeah, they can buy it.
Okay. In that case, do you want to add 2 gold to party funds, somebody?
Somebody got that? Who's the treasurer? I'm the leader. I'm not the treasurer.
Shall I change it for you?
No, you're the GM,
Yes,
not the
please.
treasurer.
Okay, I will put it up to 4 gold
Nick's
on
on
your
his
party
phone,
loot.
so that makes it it's Graham.
I am on
David, or
phone
Tim.
and laptop combined now at the moment, so I can
Oh, yeah.
actually see the map.
Okay. Right. So, in that case, who is going to be measuring out the 1/10 of an ounce
I'll do that.
approximation?
Harumi! Harumi!
I'll do that. You're fine, Baka. You'll
Harumi!
be
Please,
fine.
Harumi! I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Harumi!
I'm not gonna poison you. I'm not gonna deliberately double dose you or anything.
There's an important word in there, and that's the word deliberately.
True.
Okie doke.
Oh, mind you, is it a deafness thing, or is it like a intelligence thing? Maybe it's
It's speed. It's how much I can mix up that as fast as possible.
before I spot it. Actually, Yanagi, aren't you a doctor?
Oh, you want it intravenously? Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Just fucking
not
eat this shit.
physician.
Yeah. Let's leave it to the physician, please.
Okay.
Put it this
Not
way.
quite that kind of physicianing,
He's a
but
physician, not a chemist.
yeah, not a herbalist or whatever.
I'm trying to reduce the number of places that could cause error, so that we actually know what this stuff does.
You
There we go.
You don't trust your leader.
Scientific. Can you believe that Baka's talking about scientific process? But yes.
You don't trust your leader? I'll
Huh?
do it.
I didn't say that.
I'll do it. You'll be fine. Watch, I'll do it. What do I need to roll?
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm not sure I want to look at this.
Let's have a saving throw against the average of your wit and deafness.
My wit and deafness. Okay, that's an interesting one.
Well, it's wit to kind of get it right, and deafness
for
to
the manual
split
dexterity of
it.
getting it right. Yes, I've got it.
Exactly.
So my, what is it? Base saving throw. My wit is 7, and my deafness is 10. So the average of that is 7.5.
The average of no. The average of that is 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
Okay, now I'm worrying about deliberate.
Boom, 6. You're fine, big man. You are fine.
Okay.
Easy. Told you. I just eyeballed it.
You have measured it as you stated you were going to.
Easy peasy.
And you cook it up.
I'm so glad you didn't say no the rice.
And you eat the rice.
Yep.
And you make a health saving throw.
Okay.
You get a +4 because I made it so delicious and fluffy, the rice. I made rice tonight for my dinner and I was actually like, oh yes, because I actually made it really nice for a change. Easy.
And that is bang on my health saving throw.
Oh.
Okay. There are no ill effects from the incorrect dose, thankfully. But you do get to roll.
The doso is fine. What are you talking about? He's a big
You
lad.
do get to roll a 1d6 to add to your strength.
Come on.
I'll take that.
You add 5 to your strength.
Oh, add 5 to strength.
Come on.
Yes. You
Is that temporary?
Yes, this is temporary for the next 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So I put 5 in the temporary value, yeah, or 30.
No, you add
36.
5 to your normal strength and put it in the temporary value.
Okay, 36.
Check you out.
If I charge the gates,
Aye, just shoulder down, boom. Aye,
I am the sledgehammer.
aye,
Just headbutt them.
aye, head down, shoulder down, ram it.
Okay, your eyes seem brighter than normal. You appear to be slightly jumpier than normal, but your muscles feel supercharged.
Let's go.
This creatine's pretty good.
Okie doke. So, let us work on this map for the time being, and we will use Baka to represent the bad guys. Sorry, the party guys. That's the dockers and the and everybody else.
Freudian slip there.
It
Just
was
like
indeed
that.
a Freudian slip. So we'll use Baka to represent him, and so everybody's coming up from the docks. Okie doke. So the burglars will divert off from the rest of you and head down this alley, and they're going to go to that point and then nip across the street and check to see when the bad guy disappears. Okay. Sorry, I've moved the police there. The police are not on the board at the moment.
You're not welcome here.
They are elsewhere. Okay. So you are proceeding up this road, and you get to about where you are, and I then roll percentile dice to see how far through the route mark the sentries are. So the sentries are actually there at that point. So, do you wish to move yourselves?
We're a big mass mob down here at the moment, yeah?
Yes, you are a mob coming up the street.
Okay, so this guard's likely to see us pretty soon anyway.
Yes.
Oh, if everyone's darting down alleyways, as long as someone's tapped me on the shoulder to let me know they've done that.
Well, you and the... Oh, by the way, sorry, I should have told you. When you meet up with the group, it is actually being led by Kanemitsu.
Oh, cool.
He kind of greets you, hands you the sledgehammer, unless you picked one up from the docks.
Not.
Fair enough. In that case, he hands you the sledgehammer and suggests you don't carry it over your shoulder. Just if you put the shaft of the sledgehammer up the sleeves of your kimono and just grip it close to the head, it won't be obvious when you
We
want to use
possibly
it.
have a weather roll to see if it would be worth wearing a rain jacket.
We're in the summer, aren't we?
I can tell you what the weather is.
Fantastic.
Isn't it the summer currently?
It is clear
Very end of.
skies. It's 12 Tsuki Mizuki.
12, I
Clear
thought it was
skies.
10.
No, the 11th was when
Okay.
the rumors
Yeah.
were started. The rice was tested, and
okay.
Fat Bastard.
Cool, just updating my notes.
Sorry, that was when Fat Bastard got out that day. So the following day, they've been organising this. So this is 12 Kimizuki, and The weather is very good. The temperature is relatively mild, actually, 22 degrees today. So there's a gentle breeze from the west. It's lovely weather. There's not a lot of moon. It's first quarter waxing.
Like
So
that in Scotland today.
there is the
Nice.
moonlight, not a tremendous amount. So the Kanemitsu will brief everybody as to what to do, and he suggests that you take out any lanterns as soon as the violence starts to A, reduce the risk of fire, and B, remove
Being
the
seen.
light that people can see you by. Okay. So,
I'm going to wear a mask, Dave.
uh,
Overnight. And then
you're going to have a mask ready to put on, yes?
Yeah, scarf round neck.
Yeah, same.
Fine. Well, they're not. The dock workers are not going to be wearing masks because this is supposed to be a peaceful rally to try and get Fat Bastard to hire them to move cargo on his ships. Supposed to be. The Yakuza will blend in with the dock workers. As will Baka, no doubt. Yes?
Yeah. I'll duck.
Okie doke. In that case, so you lot are all healing off, and Baka is with the group that's heading up towards the square in front of Fat Bastard's house. Okay. Please, can I have a luck roll from Baka for how things go on approaching? No,
Not good, not bad.
unluck, no unluck. And as far as the guard is concerned, the guard is not particularly situationally aware. He's busy checking windows and doors on the warehouse as he's going down. So basically, he's moving down the street to there. Gets another one, gets another one. These guys have moved up to here. And at that point, the guard gets another wit saving throw and does in fact see the mob approaching up the street. So the mob will continue Baka, but the guard is running back to the square shouting. There's a bunch of thugs coming. He's basically shouting a warning to the guards in front of Fat Bastard's house. And can I have a luck roll from Baka for whether you see something else?
Evens.
Evens. In that case, let's have. There's basically about 30 of you, so there's 10% chance. So there's 3 wit saving throws. So I will roll 3 straight wit saving throws.
Not against my way, I hope.
No, this is against the wit of the group. So 1 was for the Yakuza, 1 was for the dock work, and 2 were for the dock workers. And the Yakuza rolled a 5, which is successful. You see the guard hammer on the doors to the warehouse and then run across to join the guards in front of the house. Okay. So you carry on walking up, and at this point I will move you to the other map where you can see what's actually happening. Okay, so the situation, let me just move people where they are. Those guys are somewhere off down to the southeast. They are down on the main road. They're not at that point. You lot are approaching the main square. So effectively, we've got all the dock workers coming in. They are not in that order. They are obviously more scattered, but from the point of view of moving them, it's going to make life a lot easier. Okay.
Got myself over there as well.
Yep, I've dropped you in there as well. You are mingling with Kanemitsu and the Yakuza in amongst the dock workers. There are 3 guards in front of the door to Fat Bastard's house, and nobody on the doors to the warehouse at the moment. Okay. So you move forward further into the square. Hang on a second. Can I move that many tokens in one go? Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3. And the guards are not doing anything. And the party move forward another 3. Let's just rotate things because that's more how things are. So effectively there is a mob in the square, and the elder dock worker in front is going over towards the guards, and the rest of you back him up. And he asks politely if they may speak with the esteemed merchant, and he uses his real name rather than his colloquial name. The guard tells him that His Excellency has been invited to a meal at the garrison, and it would be well if the trash from the docks recognize his contact with the daimyo's forces and not cause trouble. The dock worker remains polite and then requests to speak to his steward, that they may make their concerns about the state of the docks known. A conversation is carried on for about 2 minutes. Meanwhile, the various dock workers move out and start looking more threatening. Okay, and they back up their boss, but they are obviously looking as though they're getting out of control. At this point, a second. The doors to the house open. And 2 more guards come out. And one of the doors to the warehouse, and 2 guards come out and stand outside the warehouse. The door to the warehouse is shut again. And also, hurrying down the street from the north comes another guard. And he stops there and looks to see what's going on, and then turns around and starts heading away again. Now, are any of the party up there? 1 second, let's move back to the strategic map, because I don't think that any of you were going to move yourselves to that point.
I was going there.
If you were, if anybody had time and they were going, then that's what you would do. These guys were waiting there to see when the coast was clear. So Baka and the rats and the dockers are all in the square. That guard had come to there, and 2 more guards. Sorry, 2 guards had appeared there, and you've now got 4 guards out the front of Fat Bastard's house. Okay, so that is the strategic position at this point in time. Anybody disagree with that?
No, that looks perfect to me.
Fair enough. Let us return to the warehouse. Okay. So at this point, Kanemitsu gives the signal that things should start to deteriorate. Hang on a second. Where the hell? I'm sorry, I've just appeared to have lost Kanemitsu.
Is he a rat with a number?
Oh, hang on a second. I clicked on his token and misclicked and moved him to one of the other layers. So Kanemitsu was there, and he gives the signal that things should start to deteriorate.
Sorry, where's Hanamitsu?
Sorry, Kanemitsu is there.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I see him.
Okay. And he beckons Baka. Basically, he gives you the hand sign for keep cool, don't start anything. And the dockers basically start to get rowdy. Those of you down south can hear the noise level pick up. Insults about Fat Bastard can be heard in the distance, and there are sounds of complaints about taking the rice out of the mouths of women and children. And can I have a... Let's see. I will do a morale check for the guards on the warehouse. They are steady. The guards at the house are uncertain. that guard to the north that had been at the back has disappeared off. And at this point, these two have made their way up to here, and they will attempt to open the puzzle lock. So, can I have a D20 roll from you, please, Baka, for the Yakuza who are trying to break into the warehouse? Obviously, you need to roll low.
It's in.
Okay. So that attempt wasn't successful. Okay. The guards in the house, because they are feeling uncertain, promptly call out another 2 guards. So you've now got 6 guards out the front. Oh, sorry, 2, 4, 6, 7 guards out the front. And they start applying butt end of their stave to the dockers. Right, at this point, the dockers start throwing things at the guards on the warehouse. And they back off from the guards on the house and start throwing things at the house. At which point the guards rush them. So, a melee will develop. The rat will try and engage the guards to keep them occupied. Kanamitsu will make sure that Baka has an attempt at the gate. Now, I need a effectively a battle roll for this particular round. So, could I have? Let's get this right. So, $38. Page 38 for battles. So the odds at the moment are 30 of you to 9 of them, but they are more competent than you are, so therefore it's less than 2 to 1 at the moment. Please, can I have a D6 for you, from you, for how your side are doing in the battle?
I'll get this one. 4.
And they roll a 2. Okay. So effectively,
It's one of the occasions we actually want to roll high.
Yes.
doke. So, let me just make a note on that. One of the dock workers is down. Not looking too great. So, and please can I have a BCS roll for the back of the warehouse again.
Somebody else want to get this one this time.
D20 for the back of the warehouse, please. Nope, that failed. So that's round. Kanemitsu is keeping you out of the fight at the moment, unless you decide that you want to charge in and fight. Up to you.
I'm feeling very itchy, but not quite yet.
Okay.
Roid rage is building.
Can I have a D6 again, please? For the next.
You got that one, Oliver?
Somebody else get it this time. There we go. Oh,
They
no,
roll a
that's
3.
Dave. Somebody else get this one. 3. Evens.
Okay. Evens. So. As far as that is concerned, there is no additional losses this round. Nothing much happens on either side. Another BCS roll for the back of the warehouse. Nope.
Oh, no.
It's a tough lock. Right, D6 for the battle. A 4. Roll from you for the battle, please.
4.
Again, deadlocked. They appear to be more chanting and shouting at each other rather than actually beating each other up at the moment. Nobody's really connecting with any blows. But at the back of the warehouse, there is another attempt to defeat this terribly difficult puzzle lock.
Okay, oh, here we go, Tim.
And that is actually successful. Now can I have a luck roll, please?
Lots
No
of
luck.
evens tonight.
No unluck. Jolly good. Fine. In that case. Next battle round. 4.
Four.
Okay. Again deadlocked. And let's have nope, they are sticking to orders at the moment. So the guards will remain on guard for the time being. And these two aren't moving far from the warehouse doors. They're just making sure that these dock workers don't do anything they shouldn't. So another D6 for the next round, please.
This one. Oh yeah, that was you.
I've rolled a 5.
Oh.
No!
Tim's rolled a
Dead
5.
again!
Yeah.
At the present moment, it's more a shouting match rather than anything else.
Pushing each other.
It's absolutely perfect. This is exactly what we want at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the less actual casualties,
Next
the
round,
better.
I roll a 5.
On the 6. 2.
Oh no.
You roll a 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the first roll. Okay, 2 more dock workers go down. And at this point, I get another morale check for the guards to see would they lose control. No, they still remain in control. So indiscriminate slaughter has not broken out. Next round. Time for battle again.
How long's this fight been going on?
This is the 7th round. It's not much of a fight at the moment. It's more just shouting and abuse and what have you. You down to the south. This has been going on for 7 minutes basically. Okay.
Okay.
And there is no sign of anybody coming from the point of view of police. What you do notice is that other denizens of the street have disappeared. Because they're pretty sure that something is going to happen and they don't want to be around when it does. Okay. Next round. 6. 2.
Can I catch you up, Dave? Because
Yep.
I think you rolled a 3, and then we rolled a 4. Kyūryū rolled a 4 on that previous round,
Yeah.
so we actually rolled higher than you last time.
My apologies.
Yeah,
You
and
rolled
And we've just
higher.
nailed you this time.
Hang on a second. So that means... one of the guards goes down. So we've now got 3 dock workers down and a guard down. And you've just taken out another guard. So that's 2 of them down. At which point...
Which 2, Dave?
let's see. It's probably... well, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll just roll 2d9, or rather 2d10 and ignore 10. So 1 and 5. So guard 1 is down, knocked unconscious, and guard 5 is down.
Yeah, I was hopeful for that one. Oh yeah, nice.
Okie doke, so one of those 2. And the other guards, they've lost it. So they are no longer just hanging back and ducking things. They are charging in and trying to. Well, they're not playing nice guy anymore. They are attempting to wipe people out. Okay, so it's going over from battle turns to individual turns. So he's going to step forward and go for a rat, go for a docker, 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 and go for a docker. Okie doke. So I think that's it. So simplistically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D20 D20s. Advanced roller. 7 D20s. Roll.
No, a lot of high
Wow.
numbers there.
That's not particularly good.
That's fantastic.
Not from their point of view. So the last two. So that's guard 6, guard 10, and guard 9. Yeah. Their dockers go down. And I'd better take 3 of the other dockers down as well. The bloke who was leading is down. And let's roll. 2 more. Four and 6. Where's docker 4? And docker number 4. Him. He's down as well. Okie doke. So the dockers will make a morale check because their blokes are being wiped out. But simple roller. Oh shit! The dockers are not going to stay. They are running, which basically leaves the Yakuza to deal with things.
Are they professionals? They can handle it.
Oh yes, I know. But they were hoping that the dockers would stay around a little bit more. Okay, so this round the Yakuza's response is to charge there, and he's moving up to support his mate. So he's charging in there. That one's keeping that guy. Kanamitsu is going to charge towards the guys over there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With a charge move he can hit, and that guy's going for the other guy. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So he can reach him. This round, the dockers are turning and fleeing, so therefore they get hacked by the guards in the back. And the other 2 are busy, so... Righto! You are released, Baka. Do your stuff.
Nice. What action? Are we on my round? My
Right,
go?
hang on a second. Basically, as Kanamitsu charges, he flashes you a hand signal, which is basically go.
Go, 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 go.
So you can charge the warehouse doors and hit them at the end of the round. Okay,
Yes, please.
so this round we've got turning and fleeing attacks from those 3 guards. We've got a guard hitting the 2 Yakuza as they charge up. Okay, fine. So guard, let's go down from the top. Guard 10 goes for his Yakuza as he charges up and rolls an 11, which is that's not enough to hit him. And the Yakuza will strike back. Would you care to roll? Would somebody care to roll for the Yakuza? Oh, beautiful.
You taking Kinzo's number?
Well, I will take him in order. So the first attack is on guard 10, and he's basically got him in a grapple. Just slightly. It's a sumo grapple. The second, so the guy missed him as he came up, but has now been slightly grappled. So therefore is restrained by 2. Okay, Kanemitsu charging his guard. He's the one who rolled a 2. So let's roll the guard attacking Kanemitsu as he charges up. Oh, not a cat in hell's chance. Kanemitsu has rolled a 2 against his. Let's see, where is it? Do my that's 14. Right. He's got 14 on the guy. Right, turning and fleeing. Guard 3 will hit him in the back. And hits, and he goes down. Guard 8 will hit him in the back. Oh dear. That is in fact a critical, so it's a D10 for critical effect. 3 is double damage. Yeah, fine. He is actually dead. So let's remove him from the board. Guard 2 is going for Docker 2 in the back. Hit. Docker 2 goes down, unconscious. And Guard 9 being charged by Rat 3. Hang on a second, let me just move the dead ones out from underneath. So he will try and hit him as he comes up. Successfully hits him. Doing 4 points of subdual on Rat 3. So he's taken 4. Rats 2 and 3 have charged up, so they will both attempt to hit him. And one of them would barely hit no, actually that's a miss. The other one, yeah, so he's got 4. Okie doke. And Rat 5 is taking out guard 6, and Rat 1 will be charging up to guard your back, Baka. So guard 6 rolls to hit. Oh dear. Guard 6 gets a critical, doing type 6. Is that triple damage?
No, it's a special effect.
Oh dear. Special effect. Oh! 18. Hits him in the eye.
That's not good.
You've got a fetish for eyes, do you?
Yes, well, it's a nautical game, isn't it? Aye, aye, sir.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, are bad jokes allowed on stream?
Oh, it's too late. You made it now.
It could be edited. So, that's I believe that's 2d10. Is it 2d10 critical damage?
Yeah, it's 2d10 critical plus your normal damage.
Okay. So that's a d6 normal damage plus 1, which is 3 normal damage, and then 2d10s. So that's 3 normal damage and 9 critical.
And this is guard 6 on rat 5, yeah?
Correct. 3 normal damage and 9 critical. Ouch.
And he loses 50% of his deafness.
Oh yes. That doesn't do him any good whatsoever. Well, he was going to be trying to grapple guard 6, but I think he's going to try and grapple him anyway, simply to try and restrict him and stop him hitting him again.
Yep.
So, sorry, I shouldn't have rolled that. Would you please roll for rat 5 to try and hit guard 6? No, he doesn't successfully hit him. Okay, Baka. Strength saving throw. You get +2 because you are using an appropriate weapon.
So that puts me on 16.
So we need effect numbers.
1.
So, 1 effect number. Okay. That's
I learned everything from those Obakamono that were trying to get through the gate at the school.
Can I have another luck roll, please?
Yep. Evens again.
Okay.
Dave, how far do the Dockers move?
Oh, my apologies. The Dockers are average men, so I think they will move 6. Oh no, you move their normal move, don't they? So that'd be 3. So if you would move them 3, please. Fine.
No, they can move 6 because they can run.
Ah, sorry. The ones that are not engaged can move 6. And the ones that were engaged, unfortunately, have all collapsed with broken skulls or what have you. Okay, Baka, can I have a wit saving throw from you?
Now you're asking. No, nowhere near.
Okie doke.
Failed by 8.
Okay. So, if you move the other Dockers, I will just move the unconscious Dockers off the map. Because we need to see what the guards are going to do now that the battlefield has changed slightly.
I think there's a docker under this rat up here.
Yep.
Shift him out of the way.
Thank you. Right, and there's another docker running away there.
Okay. Eep.
Righty-ho. So the current situation at the end of that round is that the top 2 guards here are partially grappled. That guard there is partially grappled, mainly by that guy. These 3 guards are free. That guard is not grappled and has just taken this poor guy's eye out. Okay. Declaration of intent. That guy is going to release and try and grapple that guy. Kanamitsu is going to try and increase his grapple, as is that guy. And once they get over 20, they're going to throw. This guy is going to hit this guard in the back. And the guards are going to do what the guards are going to do. So, is everybody happy with that? Or do you think your rats should do something else?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okie doke. In that case, let's run through from the north then. Ratto 4 will attempt to increase his grapple on guard 10. Please roll for Ratto 4. Sorry, was that a 12 you just rolled?
No,
No?
that was my wit
That-
save.
Ah. Unfortunately, guard 10 is no longer grappled. But while he was grappled, he attempted to use his strength saving throw to break free and failed. Guardo 7 is so badly grappled, he's going to attempt to drop his staff and pull out a shiv. Deafness saving throw. No. So Kanamitsu will attempt to improve his grapple. Please don't roll a 19.
You go.
Right, that is definitely fully grappled. So
Throw.
so he will attempt to hurl him to the ground, which for Sumai, I believe is it automatic that you hurl them to the ground?
I've only done it once, so I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is. He has to make a health saving throw or become stunned.
Okie doke. In that case, he will attempt a health saving throw.
Oh,
He's not merely stunned, he is unconscious. It's a shame you got your back to that, Baka. That is how a sumo throw should be done.
it's my boy Kanamitsu. He's fine. That's my boy.
Okay. Right, so the guards here, that guard is going to focus on Rat 3. That guard is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, hang on a second. He can go 1, 2, and get.
Oh, he's going to chase after the Dockers.
No, because these guys are attacking.
Yep.
And that guy was going to go for Kanamitsu. So, Kanamitsu, attack on Kanamitsu, a 7. That's sufficient to hit him, doing 3 points of damage to Kanamitsu. There's 2 guards on Rat 3. Both of them attempt to strike. Both of them hit, doing... sorry, I apologise, I need to add 1 more to Kanamitsu because they're doing a d6 plus 1. Rat 3 has already taken 4 and now takes another 5, so he's now down 9. And Rat 3, what's Rat 3 going to do? Go for guard 8? What do you reckon?
No, the other one.
He'd go for guard 2. Okay.
Yep.
In that case, please roll his roll. This is Sumai grapple. Yes. That is not sufficient to get a Sumai grapple for him. And I think Rat 2 will attempt to increase his Sumai grapple. So please roll for Rat 2.
Oh, somebody else roll.
That actually reduces the grapple by 2, so that is by 3. So that's down to 6. And okay, Rat 05 I think is going full defensive. So he's parrying. Would you care to go parry roll?
Can I step back, maybe?
Well, parry and step back, certainly. And he will follow up, but Rat 1 is charging and is stepping forward and hitting him in the back. So, Rat 05, parry roll for him, please.
Oh.
No. Unsuccessful parry, so that's just increases armor class by 1. The guard will attempt to hit him, and does hit him, doing another 7 points of damage. Let me check his hit points. He collapses, unconscious. He's down. And Rat 01 hitting him in the back. Grapple roll at plus 10. Would somebody please roll for Rat 1?
Yeah. Sorry, Kinzo. Sorry, Kinzo.
I'll allow you to keep that Baka as your strength saving.
Oh, that's much appreciated.
Because you are going to have to roll anyway.
Yep.
Kinzo, you have just doubled your grapple points, and he is fully grappled.
Suplex.
Would you care to throw him to the ground?
Launch him to the ground then, preferably head first.
Okay. He gets to make a health saving throw. No, he doesn't. He is on the ground and stunned. Okie doke. Baka, you get how many
With the 5, that's 11. Hold on, wait a second. So it's goes to 14. Yeah, 16. So yeah, 11.
11. Okay, so you're up to 12 effect numbers. It's looking pretty badly damaged. Make a wit saving throw.
Oof. Oof.
Nice.
Failed by 1.
Oh, is that a fail as well?
Okay. You can
It's
hear you can hear an indistinct noise from the other side of the door, which sounds like a shout of something, but you can't make it out.
Well, it's obviously the people planting the stuff telling us that it's time for me to start smacking this door. Obviously.
Okay. Righty ho. Next round. What does people think should happen? Rat 4 is going to carry on with guard 10. Kanamitsu is going to go for guard 3. Rat 1 was looking to charge over against these two to try and help out here. Rat 2 and 3 were continuing against their guards. Is that what you think should happen?
Seems
It's
that
probably what
Sabotage-
should happen. I don't want it to happen, but I think it should. Oh no. Have you ever watched a car crash in slow motion?
Okie doke. Can I have another luck roll, please? By the way,
For me.
this is for the party.
You getting Oliver?
Yeah, I'll go. Holding luck 3d6.
Yep.
Good luck.
Get in.
Okay. You are lucky. So the following round then, coming down in order. Well, Rat 1 is going to be charging. Rat 1's move, his BMA is 5, which means he can charge 10. So how far is it to there? Yes, so effectively he can charge to there and hit that guy in the back. Or at the very least in the front. Let me just turn him so that he's... yeah. It would be in the back.
Go on, Rat 1.
Okay, so he's charging up there, and at the end of the round, he will hit him. So coming down, Guard 10 versus Rat 4. Guard 10 will attempt to hit Rat 4, and he's not grappled. And on an 11, Rat 4's armor class is... basically just 2, so that is enough to hit Rat 4, doing 4 points of damage.
What weapons are they using? Yari.
No, he's basically using just a blunt staff.
Okay.
I'm sorry, he's a peasant. He's not allowed to carry lethal weapons. He's only a guard for a merchant. He's not an Ashigaru. So, Rat 4 attempting to grapple Guard 10 to restrict his movement. Would somebody care to roll?
Nice.
Ooh, nice one.
Nice work.
8 effect numbers. Kanamitsu versus Guard 3. Guard 3 will attempt to hit Kanamitsu and miss. Kanamitsu attempts to hit Guard 3.
Keep up the good work, Tim. Oh.
Ooh, not quite.
What? My Sumai's better than that.
Yes,
I'm sure he's higher the level than I am.
yes. But do you think
What?
Sumai is his main skill? No.
Oh.
It's a good skill, but it's not his main skill. Versus the trio of guards in the bottom corner, let's work up. So, Guard 09, Rat 2, you've got the guard partially entangled. Please try and grapple him the rest of the way.
Oh.
I'm sorry, he is totally free. But this round he was attempting to pull a shiv out and failed. Rat 3 versus Guard 2. Guard 2 attempts to strike. and hits, doing 5 points on rat 3. And then we have guard 8 versus rat 3. That's a hit, doing another 1. And then, sorry, did we have rat? Oh, we did have rat 3 trying to get guard 2, didn't we? Did we?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, rat 1 hitting guard 8 in the back.
You're lucky you're 19s tonight.
Okay, so that his normal skill is 13, plus 1 for a charge is 14, plus 10 in the back is 24, less 2 for his armor is 22. You've got 3 effect numbers on him. You don't deserve them, but you've got 3 effect numbers. Okay.
You want my strength?
And we now have your strength saving throw.
Come on, nice lower number. Get in. Let's get this on with. Yeah, that's 14 effect numbers.
The door is smashed in. And which saving throw, please?
Oh.
Yeah, that's about right. I think this powder's dulled my senses even further than normal.
Notice a thing. Okie doke. Righty ho. Let's see. Can I have a luck roll, Baka, to see how noisy opening these doors collapsing was? If you're lucky, everybody heard it. If you're unlucky, it's just because it collapsed. Otherwise, it's just hanging on its hinges. So please make a luck roll.
Oh.
Yes, you smashed it. It fell to the ground with a crash. It is obvious to everybody in the Yakuza team that the door is no longer there. Okie doke. So, declarations of intent for the next round.
Run away! Oh dear God.
Well, Kanamitsu's going to yell orders. That's gonna be his action. Everybody else, until they get orders, because they're going to carry on with what they're doing.
He says everyone knows dialect here.
Oh yes, everybody knows the dialect here. Well, the guards don't.
Hopefully the guards don't.
Correct. So, in that case, we will come down from the top. Rat 4, are you going to try and increase... Well, as I said, at the present moment, they're just going to carry on. So Rat 4 will try and increase his grapple. So please roll for Rat 4. Sorry, was that a 12?
Yeah.
I'm afraid the grapple goes down by 1. So that means that that's now on 7.
Does a low learning rate affect how well you can teach something?
I believe so, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check. And he fails to pull a shiv out. Kanamitsu, We'll spend this round issuing orders. Ratto 1 has partially grappled guard 8. Point of order, Tim, because he's in the back of him, does he still get the plus 10 for subsequent grapples, or does it drop to normal? Given that the guy's not fully grappled, I think at the very least the first round he could switch it to being flank rather than back.
I would suggest he gets +5 this round.
Exactly. You switch to flank rather than back. So therefore, Rat 1. Oh dear, is that another 19?
I'm stuck on 19s today.
Fair enough. Well, his BCS was 13, plus 5 is 18, less 2 for the armor is 16. So that means that you've reduced the grapple by 3. Since he only had 3 grapple, he's no longer grappled. He's twisted like an eel and got out of your grapple. He was trying to pull out a shiv. Oh, actually, no, he was twisting to try and get out of the grapple. So, strength saving throw, no. Okay. Guard 2 versus Rat 3. Currently, Rat 3 and Rat 2 don't have any grapples on their guards, so they will start from scratch. So, Guard 2 versus Rat 3, 11 is not a hit. Rat 3 versus Guard 2 is not a successful grapple. Rat 2 versus the Guard, please.
Nice.
That is a successful grapple. So that is 8 effect numbers. And him trying to hit you. That is a successful hit, doing 5 points of damage. Which is the first time this Yakuza has been hit.
Which one was that against which one?
This is against Rat 2.
Was guard 9 not partially grappled before, therefore it gets minuses?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, right.
He lost his grapple last round.
Oh, okay, cool.
Guard 2 and Guard 3 were not grappled. Okie doke. Over here, Rat 5 is lying on the ground unconscious. Baka, you turn round to flee. Or you turn round to see what's going on. You did say run away, so presumably you were going to flee. You turn round and you see what's happening. What are you doing?
So Rat 5 is on the ground, on his...
Looks to be
I'm
on
gonna-
the ground, yep.
I'm going to drop the sledge and make my way over to try and pick him up.
Okie doke. In that case, move yourself across there.
2, 3, 4. And I may as well go there, 5.
Okay. Was that a full move?
Yeah, that's 5.
Okay. So you'll have to pick him up next time.
Oh, if I'd done 3, could I have picked him up? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 1,
No, you couldn't.
2. I can't get close to him in 3.
No, you couldn't get close enough. So basically, you can move to there, then next round pick him up.
Yep.
Okay, Kanamitsu's orders were to retreat to the south, if possible. If you've got someone grappled, fine, try and stun them. Otherwise, retreat to the south. Okey doke. So, I think Rat 4 will try and improve his grapple.
Get in.
Wonderful job. So, 13 less 2 is 11. Less 1, so that's basically 10 doubled 27. You've got him. Hurl him to the ground. He makes a health saving throw.
Tim, you're breaking the trend today of 1s and 20s. You're going 1s and 19s, just to be different, yeah?
Right.
I'll
so
roll my fair share of 20s.
he's on the ground, but he's not stunned. However,
I think he's at least dazed, isn't he?
no. He made his health saving throw on a 2.
I thought you got something if you get thrown, don't you? Or am I... Yeah.
He's
I'm sure
lying on the
something
ground.
He's lying on the ground.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And he made his deafness saving throw, so he is still holding onto his staff. Okie doke. Kanamitsu will step to here and attempt to grapple guard 3. I think. Is that a 10?
His rolls a
Do you
10.
not...
In that case, he has 3 effect numbers on the guy. Rat 1. The guy's twisted further, so you actually no. The guy is actually. Hang on, is that guy got anything? No, that guy's actually been released. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to start from scratch. He is.
No, I'm going to obey my boss's order and run off.
Yeah, slap him and run.
Well, no, the order
Well,
was if
you
you
just
got grapple, carry on. Otherwise, run away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run away.
And the guy is in a flank hex. So you can actually get away without, because you are not engaged. He could have a swing at you, but it would be minuses for hitting into his own flank. So you're running away. Okay, in that case, move yourself. And he will take a swing at you as you run. Oh, for crying out loud! So, the fumble is an 8, which is his armed combat. He stuns himself. Okay, so he's stunned. Well, that helps you.
A lot.
He's stunned. Okie doke. So Rat 3.
He can run as well, can't he?
Rat 3 is not feeling very well on 15 hit points. If he turns and flees and gets hit for more than 4 hit points, he'll collapse.
Yeah, and there's still that one.
These guys are doing D6 plus 1.
Right.
So he's probably best trying to grapple that guy to restrict him. Because if he turns and flees, the guy gets plus 10 to hit him. What do you reckon, Tim? What would be his best maneuver?
I suggest you make a willpower saving throw. If he fails it, he turns and runs away. If he makes it, he grapples the guy.
Okay. He fails his willpower saving throw and will turn and flee. The guy will try hitting him in the back. And hits him, doing
Oh!
7 points of damage. He collapses, unconscious. And Rat 2, because the guy's grappled, he could let him go and run away without the guy being able to hit him with his staff. So
He'll do that because he's
he'll
obeying
do
order.
that. He
Yeah,
will
he's
do
got
that.
outnumbered now.
Okay, so the guy will try and punch him as he goes. And that's
Oh.
brawling. Hang on, that's brawling. So his base brawling skill is brawling is 6. So against that guy in the back, that is a hit. So that is how much damage does he do with his brawling? Pardon me. A 1d6.
He does his own armed
plus
combat, doesn't he?
1d6 plus 1, which is actually the same. So that is 3 points of damage, but the guy is nowhere near badly damaged. So that is that. That guard is no longer grappled. He's free to do what he wants. Okay, so next round. Declarations of intent.
No, Baka's got to pick his man up and run off yet.
Aha, my apologies. Baka, pick your man up.
Yep.
Okey-doke.
Is he? He's unconscious, yeah.
He is unconscious.
Yep.
And his eye's bleeding. He's bleeding from one eye.
I'm glad I'm not Shinto.
Okay, and you can move a normal move.
Okay. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is your BMA 10?
Oh, sorry, I was running. I can't run.
You can do. You pick him up, and you can do a normal move.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry.
Okie doke.
Cool.
Righty ho. Next round, Rat 4 can go. Kanamitsu can release and go. And that's it, I think. Right, those 2 guards. What are they going to do? Well, that guard's going to get up. He can't really do anything else apart from that. That guard will take a punch at Kanamitsu as he's released, and Kanamitsu runs away. That guard comes out of his stun this round. Well, actually, he's dazed this round. He was stunned last round, that means he's dazed this round. Those 2 guards. Are they going to give pursuit or not? One of them is going to chase, the other one's going to follow his order and go for. Well, he was going to go for Kanamitsu, but Kanamitsu is running away. So, righty ho. So, this round, this guy gets up. Fine. Kanamitsu will run at full speed, and that means. Oh dear, my Firefox is misbehaving.
What's his BMA, Dave?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I've got his BMA. Ah, there we go. His BMA is for him. Stupid machine. Windows is being unhelpfully helpful. His BMA is 7. So please move him. Hang on, is it? I think he can move 7 on a turn and flee, can't he? So
Yes, 7.
please
Yeah, not 4.
please move Kanemitsu 7 and the guy who he was.
We
fighting.
can't, Dave, because you're
My
not giving us.
apologies. In that case,
1, 2, 3, 4,
why
5,
didn't I give you?
6, 7. Because he was on the bottom layer, remember? But it's that one.
My apologies. There you go. You got control over Kanemitsu now. Okie doke.
Oh, did somebody else just move him?
He's got him running away
Yeah.
the other way.
You've got him running north.
And Kanemitsu has
If he
taken.
runs north, he doesn't run past the other guards. So that's the way to go.
Sorry, wrong dice. Another 7 points on Kanemitsu. But he's nowhere near collapsing yet. That guard went towards Kanemitsu, but seeing him running away, he follows orders and goes back to there. That guard is going to run after the people who ran away from him. Which basically means his BMA is 5, so he is going to move 10 after the Kosa. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he gets to the corner of the building. Okie doke. Baka, if you make a strength saving throw, you can run this. Otherwise, you're just going normal speed. And you can see there is a guard heading in that direction.
Oh, let's hear it for sniff powder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass by 2.
Okay. Are you going to carry on running south, or are you going to turn and head east?
Hold on. Everything's just gone a bit weird on my. Roll 20's just gone weird.
Yeah, Roll20 does tend to get weird.
Just doing a reload. Are we me and that guard running at the same time?
Yes, this round you can see a guard running in that direction.
Yep.
So you can basically run to there, then change direction, head this way.
Okay,
If you wish.
so that's. Yep, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Right, let's move to the strategic map. Because everybody can now see what's going on.
Bless you.
So everybody is now on the strategic map, yes?
Yep.
Okay, the situation that you can see is rats and dockers have come streaming down here. You can see Baka just come round the corner with a guard in hot pursuit. So, you didn't have to roll a luck roll last round. Please make a luck roll for this round. For the party.
Party 1. Off you go,
Party
Kyūryū.
luck roll.
What was that luck roll, did you say?
Yes,
Make a
please.
luck roll for the party.
4s and 5s.
Okay. Nothing happens this round. Kinzo and Kosa and Yanagi, you have been alerted that things have gone as planned, and the dockers and rats have been streaming south. Kinzo, can I have a...
So, Dave, can I just ask a quick question?
Yep.
Before we carry on. Did Kyūryū see the two that were putting the thing in the storeroom? Did he see them run down to here?
Kyūryū, as far as I'm aware, keeping an eye out up the streets to the north.
No, I was keeping an eye out on all 4 directions. That's hence that position.
Okay, in that case, you haven't seen anybody run there.
Okay.
Okay. Please, can I have a d20 roll for the party? Fair enough. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. So, Kinzo, you can see Baka, it's rather difficult to miss, puffing hard and running down the alley, or the street rather, carrying a body, and with a guard in pursuit. And I believe they're going pretty much the same speed. Is your BMA 5 Baka?
It is.
Well, the guard appears to be running at the same speed as you.
Oh, hold on. How'd you work out? Oh, wait a second. BMI. Would that have gone up when I leveled up? No, it wouldn't have. No, never mind.
If it would have gone up, then it would have gone up because the spreadsheet does it automatically.
Yeah, I normally go from my paperwork, so that's why I was just double checking that.
Aha! No, in that case, no. The spreadsheet does not show an increase above. So,
Yep. Still 5.
the dockers will carry on running, as will the rat. Baka is moving running 10 hexes, which is actually 2 hexes on this map. So please move yourself 2 hexes. The guard will follow up, also moving 2 hexes. Kinzo, what are you doing? Anything? Fair enough. And can I have a d20 for the party, please? Fair enough. Okay. And can I have a luck roll for the party?
Ooh.
Okay, the next round. Baka, you can still hear kind of running footsteps after you.
Yep.
Are you continuing to head straight south? You can see Kinzo coming towards you.
I'm gonna give Kinzo a little wink on the way back. Well, actually, we're gonna be about the same place, aren't we? So.
Well, you're moving
Yeah,
to there. Guards coming to there, yelling imprecations. Kosa, you kind of hear and see Baka running across the intersection.
Right.
Yanagi, luck roll for Yanagi. Whether you are looking left at that particular moment. Further away.
Very nice.
Good lord!
Nice.
You see Baka running across the intersection, followed by a guard.
I've got the Benny Hill theme tune in my head at the moment.
Can I have a D20 roll for the party, please?
Okay. No.
And Kinzo, what are you doing this round? Are you countercharging the guard, or
No, I'm going to stay where I am and see what the guard does.
you are kind of loitering with intent?
No, certainly am.
You're going for a sneaky trip.
Well, Kinzo's obviously not been involved, is he? He's just a casual onlooker on these empty streets. So, the next round. Baka, are you continuing south?
I'm following the Rat Gang, yeah. Want to.
Okey-doke. Continue south. The guard follows you. Yanagi, Yanagi and Kosa, what are you doing?
I'm continuing to watch street, see everybody
Okey-doke.
else comes running out.
Can I
I
have
should move. I should move up the street a little bit, so that I'm just a bit better positioned if something does happen.
Okay. Can I have a D20 roll from the party?
Get in, Yanagi.
Okey-doke.
Nice one, Dave.
Well done. Okay, next round. What's everybody planning on doing?
More of the same for me.
Mm-hmm.
More of the same.
Just,
Uh,
I'm
I'm
still
going to
watching
step
for
out behind
runners.
the guy and punch him one.
Fair enough. Okay. In that case, can I have a wit saving throw from Kyūryū, please?
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Can I have a luck roll from Kyūryū, please?
No.
Okay. You weren't unlucky, and you are deliberately doing this. So you see.
Oh, nice.
You see a couple of
Excellent.
skilled locksmiths heading south.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okie doke. Baka, you continuing on south?
Oh, yes.
Fair enough. Move yourself 2 hexes. And the guard was continuing south, but I believe gets thumped in the back of the head quite severely. +10 for an attack from behind. And I think... Is there a surprise bonus as well that I can give you? Let's see if I can...
It's all right, Dave. I've hit him, but that's all.
Okie doke. Fair
He
enough.
takes 5 points of dual damage.
Righty-ho.
Well, hold on, with 10 in the back, does that not... Oh, no, because it's only a 2 that it would be a critical on. Yeah, never mind.
Correct.
Right.
So...
Well,
in that case-
actually, with a 10 in the back, I can critical him on a 3 if his armor class isn't very good.
Bloody hell.
But I rolled a 10, so it doesn't matter. I rolled 9.
Okie doke. Shame your Jujutsu isn't better. So that's 5 points of dual damage, yes? Okie doke. Well, he will skid to a halt and turn to deal with this uppity peasant.
Thank you, Kinzo.
Yanagi, you don't see this because this is down the alleyway.
Yep.
Okie doke. Next round. Kosa, the main road is quiet. Yanagi, the main road is quiet.
Okay. Well, I shall move up a little bit further.
Move a little bit closer to Kinzo, or what the corner where Kinzo is.
3.
Oh,
Yanagi, luck roll. Yes, you see two Yakuza running down the alleyway towards you. You moving towards Kinzo? Fair enough. Or you're moving towards the alley anyway. Fair enough. And Kyūryū, you carrying on looking up the road?
Well, I don't see anybody come. Well, I see these guys come out and head that way, so I guess I will start to move this way now.
Okay. Right. In that case, next round. Kinzo versus the Ashigaru. The Ashigaru will attempt to hit Kinzo. A 6. I believe your armor class is quite good, Kinzo. What's your armor class, Kinzo?
3.
Okey-doke, that is still a hit for them. So please take 6 points of severe damage. And he takes another 3. Okey-doke. Righty-ho. Kosa, wit saving throw, please.
Yep. Just 1 second. Yeah. No, not on a 12.
You don't hear any sounds of combat, so therefore you move forward another hex.
Yep.
Yanagi, are you kind of moving forward another hex?
yes, my intention was to head down the next alley I was approaching if nothing else was happening.
Okay. Are you breaking into a run?
No, I'm just strolling along.
In that case, these two guys will run past you and head down that
Yep.
alleyway. Kyūryū, you continuing?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. And can I have a luck roll, please? Okay. In that case, next round.
Oh, hold on, I've got to run my 2.
Well, you can disappear off the edge of the map effectively.
Oh.
We'll assume you make it to the docks with your unconscious cargo.
Brave Sir Robin made it.
Kinzo, smiting this poor benighted
Watch it.
Ashigaru. That's a hit. He attempts to strike you and misses. Roll your damage. Five points of damage. Kosa moves another hex and looks round the corner and sees Kinzo fighting a guard.
Also, I want to look the other way, quick glance the other way as well to make sure nobody else is running down that road.
You can see a couple of guards in front of the warehouse doors, looking both ways and obviously on guard.
Yeah, but they're not coming this way, that's the main thing.
They're not coming that way, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Okie doke. These guys, 1, 2, 3, move further on down the alleyway. Kyūryū, you moving on further?
Yes.
Okay. Righty-ho.
You've
I'll
got
have one.
Yanagi.
Yeah, I'll have a
Okay.
basically. I'll have a look up and down the road as I'm about to duck into the alley and then see Kyūryū. So I'll pause.
You can actually see a group jogging down the road about half as much again. So so it's about 120 feet there. So about 60 feet off the map, you can see another group jogging this way. They look like police in the empty road.
Okay. I'll give the nod to Kyūryū and duck down the alley a bit sharpish there.
Fair enough. Okay, next round. Kosa, are you joining in against this poor guard?
Just keeping my eyes open.
Okay, so you're not joining in. You're just
I'm not
watching.
attacking now.
Okie doke. In that case, Kinzo versus the guard. That's a hit. Guard versus Kinzo is a miss. Roll your damage.
8 points of damage.
Ooh, he didn't like that one little bit,
Nice one.
but he's still on his feet. Okay, and the next round. Sorry, those Yakuza disappear off towards the docks. Yanagi can move another 2 hectares.
Yep.
Are you doing the same?
Yep.
Fair enough. Move yourself. And that is 60 feet, and they are moving 10 hectares, that's 30 feet. So they are 30 foot closer. Yeah, fine, okay. Kosa, can I have a wit saving throw from you?
Yep. 19.
No, you don't notice. Right, next round then. Kinzo versus Guard. Guard versus Kinzo? Miss.
Finish him off, Kinzo.
Hits AC 5, so that's a hit. And the Guard collapses.
Oh. Before I thought it.
Kinzo.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, let's peg it down this alleyway.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
In that case, battle is over. You peg it out down the alley before the police actually get onto the map. They were 30 feet off the map. So this round they arrive, and you disappear down the alley, Kosa. So by the time they get to this junction, you lot are all off the map, down towards the docks.
Excellent.
Congratulations.
The heist is complete. Well done, boys.
That went remarkably well.
You did, actually.
So we did manage to do what we wanted.
Yep, you did a great job,
did
Baka.
manage
Let's see what the outcome is.
You managed to bash the door down, but did the other guys manage to plant the evidence? Okay.
Well,
When you get back to the docks at the and the post-combat session is held,
Debrief, yes.
they had tremendous difficulty opening that puzzle lock. Because you kept rolling. Basically, they were on a lot of minus. Kept rolling. I think you rolled a 6, and then all the following ones were above until you finally rolled a 3. I think it was. But they got the puzzle lock open, and they were just in the process of planting the evidence when somebody started smashing on the door with a sledgehammer. So they called out to kind of, what's going on? Slow down. We were supposed to tell you when to. Planted the
Oh, I
evidence.
thought you
and then-
shouted harder.
And then they were just running down the warehouse to get to leave via the far door, when the door you were behind them was smashed open and fell to the ground. They don't think anybody saw them. Baka kind of blew his wit saving throw, so they made it out of the far door. But then they had to reset the puzzle lock. And it took them several rounds to do that because the leader of the party wasn't rolling particularly well. But they did it and they got away. Now, please make a luck roll.
Come on, Kyūryū.
Oh.
Okay. And right. The Yakuza wait to hear. And wait to hear. And nothing happens that night.
Oh.
They will have to wait until next time to see what's actually happened when the Ashigaru reached the warehouse. So, your battle is complete. You can all have a point of Budo for taking part in a successful battle. Baka can have an additional point for successfully carrying out his part of the battle and smashing the door down.
Well done, Baka. You did me
Thank you very
proud.
much.
You can all have 2 points of on for taking part in the battle and it being a success. You can all have a point of status in the rat gang if you wish it, for having succeeded. Baka, you can have another 3 points for rescuing one of the Yakuza.
Where do we add that?
Under,
Very nice, thank you.
under status at the bottom in
Yep.
the various
Yeah.
groups. If you
Which
do you
column?
have Rat Gang, if you
Yep.
have Rat Gang as a group, in that case, put it under earned status. Add another point of status.
Okay.
Does Kinzo get any Budo for knocking the guard out?
You get an additional 2 Budo for knocking that guard out.
Nice, Kinzo.
Sorry, what
Quite
was
like a-
your...
Oh, go on.
Yeah. So, fair enough.
I'd quite like a name for this Yakuza I saved, if possible, please, when you get a minute.
Certainly.
Sorry, how much on was it?
+2.
You get +2 on
+2.
your on from actions.
Yep. 3.
Kinzo will congratulate Baka on rescuing the bloodied Yakuza, and hopefully his eye will get better.
Well, the Yakuza gang will have to deal with this because they can't take him to a temple in town because
We've got a specialist.
We've got an eye specialist, yeah.
On retainer.
Yeah, he's on retainer. Oh, yeah, he'll be getting sick of the sight of us.
Have I got a headache when my powder wears off?
yes. Your health saving throw protected you from worse effects, but basically you overindulged and therefore you have a headache, which you wouldn't have had if you'd just taken the normal dose.
Sure.
Okay. Taking extra boosts your strength more, but has the chance of bad effects. So you got a d6 plus 1 strength rather than d6 strength. But if you'd failed your health saving throw, it might have happened.
Oh my god.
But you made
See,
your
that
health
was all-
saving throw, so you just have a headache.
All for science. That was very good knowledge to have. 50 strength. Here I come.
Oh dear! So you're gonna kind of cook a full ounce in the stuff next in a pound of rice, are you?
Yeah. D6
Right.
plus 15.
I think that that went very well.
You did.
You are each paid 5 silver for your part in the battle. Nothing.
Excellent.
And we will wait until next time for news as to why they didn't get feedback from the Ashigaru that the poison had been found. Anyway, thank you for playing. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you, Dave.
Oh, very good to get back to it.
Yeah, it was good to get back to it. It'd been too long. Thank you, Dave, for a wonderful
Yes,
session.
Thank you.
Yes,
Hey,
Dave.
thank you, James, for playing.
Thank you all.
For your information, by the way, the luck rolls you kept making
For the police coming.
basically was for the police coming.
Yeah.
If you'd rolled an unluck, they would have turned. There was a given round when they were expected.
They were
to turn.
coming anyway, yeah.
An unluck moved it earlier. A good luck moved it
back.
later.
Oh, nice, okay.
And you kept rolling luck or neither. So, despite them sending off a messenger, the police kept getting delayed.
Yeah, you see, the police were going, who are you working for? Oh, we're working for, colloquially, Fat Bastard. Oh, well, he can take care of himself then, can't he? Because we don't like him. We've got bribing us enough to go and get stuck in. Oh.
Okay.
So they have to wait for a senior officer to say, hey, what are you doing? Go and find out what's going on.
Right, gentlemen, let's wrap it up then. We'll return in 2 weeks, yeah?
Yes, where you will find
good.
out if anything has happened or whether Fat Bastard has skated once again.
Fantastic.
Well, we can
Fantastic.
keep going until we get him. Anyway.
Yeah,
Thanks, James.
you still have 2 cartons of poison, don't you?
Okay, thanks, Dave. Thanks, everyone.
Righty-ho.
For
Thanks very much,
a
guys.
fantastic
Goodbye
session.
all.
See you all in 2
Goodbye.
weeks.
Well,